So how do you know when other people are out to get you? And yeah, they're out to get you, okay? Because if they see they can pull you down to their level, they feel really good about themselves. So how do you protect yourself? Now, when I say protect yourself, I'm not saying you want to start a fight with anybody. I'm not saying you're going to hit back to anybody. We want to give you some jujitsu moves, some sales aikido moves, so that you can take control and break the cycle. So the first symptom is, if you're on a call or you pick up the phone and you call someone and they say, "You got an appointment?" or "Who is this? Why is your company calling us?" If you're not careful, most likely you're going to get crushed. So what I'm going to give you is a framework. Usually this framework is known as the Steveman-Karpman drama triangle. It's another psychological framework, okay? So I want to talk about Stephen Karpman. He's great. You can always look him up and find more details about Stephen and his research. And there are lots of drama interactions between people. But the drama triangle is interesting. Why? Because as every triangle, it has 3 parts. And those 3 parts are going to look like the prosecutor, the victim, and the rescuer. And you want to be careful, because if you can sort of get and understand this triangle, you will be able to take control and not let anybody try to get at you. Okay? So here's how the drama triangle works. Prosecutor is someone who's always like interrogating. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? They're coming at you, bro. Okay? And they want to pull you off your feet. They want to throw you down. They want to get you stepping back, being like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Okay? The second one is the victim. The victim is "Oh, this is not my job. I don't know why you keep calling me. I can't do this right now because, oh my God, my boss is going to fire me. Or, you know what, this is just too much stress." They're not really a victim. They're playing the victim role, okay? And then the third part is the rescuer. What is the rescuer? The rescuer is, "You know what, you're a nice guy. You're a nice gal. Why don't I help you out? I'll take your name and number, and I'll make sure they call you back." All right, if you're like me, you know what happens when they say, "Hey, I'll take your name and number, and I'll be sure to call you back." They're not going to call you back. Most likely they even write down your name and number. They just went through the motions. So key about the triangle is that people are constantly moving around the vertices of the triangle. They'll start off with prosecutor, then they'll move to victim, and then they'll move to rescuer, and then they'll move back to prosecutor again. Okay? If you download we're going to have a little Karpman triangle for you to download to take a look. What you want to do is call the game. Because if you play the game, they keep moving and you keep moving. Do you know how the game works? If they're a prosecutor, you're a victim. And then what happens is that they'll be a rescuer and then you'll be a prosecutor. Stop the games. No game playing. And the way you stop a game is very gently. Say, "I hear what you're saying. I heard what you said. It sounds like you're really not trying to help me." Or, "It sounds like you're trying to get me off the phone." Or, "It sounds like you really hate people calling you for business." So calling the game means actually calling their action and stopping it. Okay? Now, we should have a role play video here that you can download or look at to see what those looks like. But what you have to understand is the key is to call the game very gently. You don't have to be hard. You don't have to throw a punch, and you don't have to hit back. Just call the game and say, "I hear what you're saying, or I understand how you're feeling, but it seems like you're blaming me for all the bad salespeople that called you. Or it seems like you don't want to really hear what I have to say. Or it seems like you don't want me to help you." Very simple. Call the game as you see it, but always call the game. Usually what will happen when you call the game is folks will say, "Well, yeah, I just feel really, I've always been disappointed when salespeople call me because they always seem like they want me to do stuff really fast." Or, "It's not that, it's just that I have so much work to do, but you know what, maybe we should reschedule." Or, "Here's a better time to call me." Look at that. When you call the game, people, they come out of their game playing mode and then they become adults. And when they become adults, you can have an adult-to-adult conversation. How easy was that? Again, a secret. Don't tell anyone. Because usually, regular salespeople, they'll play the game. And they'll find themselves going back and forth, no way out.